Oh my god, everyone's talking. We're live. Hello, people. We are here. We've got a full crew.
Hello?
It is time for Multiplex Loves Movies. We are here. It is time for another great episode, except we have nothing to talk about. There's literally no movie news. If you want the movie news, if you came here for the Star Drew, if you're out there and you came here for the movie news, everything's canceled. Everything's shut down. It's all gone for the next few months. We're all at home, so we're all going to watch a movie together. That's what we decided. So we're going to sit here for a few minutes while people get in, but we're going to watch The Lion King. We're going to do a watch along. I am watching it off of Disney Plus. I would assume most of you are doing the same.
I am.
So just cue it up to 0 seconds and pause it, and we will all press play at the same time in a few minutes. Once gets
I like
back.
the word cue. That's a good word.
Thank you. Once Boatman gets back, why don't we go around and just introduce everybody and talk about why you either love or hate this beautiful movie. I will start with the person below me, Mr. Tuig. How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. I woke up and I coughed a little bit this morning, and now I'm terrified for my life. So it's just another day.
Good shit. Good shit. Do you like The Lion King?
Yeah, I really like The Lion King. It's really good. I thought Cody would make him mad at me if I pretended I didn't, but it's a lovely film, and I can't wait to discuss it with you all.
Yes. Boatman, you're back. Introduce yourself, and why do you like The Lion King?
I'm Boatman. I do, in fact, like The Lion King. I think it's just kind of really perfectly structured and paced. I think that's probably the best thing about it.
There you go, bud.
There we go. These headphones, I was missing them, so I had to go and find them. But no, I think Lion King is a very well structured movie.
Dope. Cody. Hi.
Hi.
Anything you want to say?
This movie's okay. I think it's kind of the second act's a little bit of a no. This movie is my favorite movie of all time. I think it's by far the best Disney animated movie. I believe there are 4 correct answers when somebody asks that question, but this one is mine. It's got the best villain. The songs play super well into the story, and that last 30 minutes is one of my favorites in animated history. It's so the twists and turns and the emotion behind it. I think it's fantastic. So nope, I love it.
Dope. Let's go over to the person next to you, Mr. Roberto. How are you? And tell me why you like this movie or if you hate it.
I'm doing lovely. I like this movie quite a bit. Watched it quite a bit as a child. Although I'm just confirmed we are doing the 2019 version, right?
No.
Oh, No, I wasn't joking. That was a real thing. I legitimately thought I need to change which movie I have queued up. That was real, because I was about to say, oh man, there was a 2-day period where I watched this movie 4 times. I legitimately thought we were doing the 2019 version, but we're not. The 94 version is a great movie. I agree with Cody. It's one of the options when people say, what's the best animated movie of all time? It's up there. This is definitely one that I saw a lot as a kid. Not as much as some of the others. You didn't rewatch it as much as, say, a Beauty and the Beast or an Aladdin or a Hercules or something like that. But still, the music is my favorite part. The music is just incredible.
All right, and Koho, what about you? Do you like this movie, even though I don't think there's any blue-haired creatures in this film?
Fuck you. Zazu is a fucking national treasure.
Does Rafiki count?
He has white hair, doesn't he? The main's white. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get here. We're gonna get there. Okay. I like this movie a lot. And we're gonna pass right over my coronal brain. I went to Walmart today. I think I might be dead or dying. I don't know, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm here to watch some fucking lions. Let's have fun.
I'm here to watch some
fucking lions and a pecan.
And we'll end with you, Maggie.
Yeah. Hello. I like The Lion King. That's all.
She also likes the 2019 version, and one time her and Cody literally beat the shit out of each other in my apartment over it. It was really scary when
we'll leave it up to your imagination who won, but let's just say they were both bloodied and bruised by the end of it.
I was definitely Scar at the end of this movie. I'm just gonna be honest.
So again, we have the movie queued up to 0 seconds. We will get going. We've got some people in there. It looks like Malcolm's here, Scully's here, Nico's here. So we are going to get started, guys. I will count us down. We will all hit play at the same time. Okay, so let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Repeat the question.
Nice. That was good bit.
Thank you.
That was low-key kind of funny.
That was good.
I respect it. Didn't get it in time though, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm like 2 seconds behind my own thing anyway, so we're good. We're all in the 5-second area. So
Hello, Zach Ford has left his coronacation to join us.
Zach Ford, I'm sorry, is that Theo behind your screen? Because if it's not, I don't want to talk to you.
Wrecked.
Just kidding, Zach. I love you too. I wish we could have our little dinner date, but unfortunately, coronavirus happened.
Hey.
Ooh.
Someone's is really far ahead of mine. Oh, it's like 2 seconds ahead.
Somebody's got audio pro. Somebody's not using headphones.
We're not, but we have it turned down.
Okay.
Very, so
it's probably Koho. It's Koho.
It's not, because mine's at 1.
Who is that? Who is it?
Not me.
It's doing.
No.
The thing is, I have headphones in. I don't get this.
Are you watching it on your computer?
Yeah. Should I
Yeah,
not?
then it's not Tuig.
That thing is beautiful. Look at that scene.
This is gorgeous.
Should we talk about when we saw this in Milwaukee, Maggie and Tim?
Should we before we do that? Let's make sure all of our people are on the same page.
Tell me if you can hear this. Ready?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Makes no sense. Continue on. I'm gonna fix it, and then I'll catch up.
Can you put it on your TV?
I'm deceased.
Can we stop and start over?
No.
Before we get too far?
Let's continue and then give me the time code when I come back in.
Okay. That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna fix the bar, so.
That was really
right.
funny. Can you guys hear this? Nah!
That was good.
No, we all have.
Love you too. That was just really funny.
I just want to say, I used to think the 2019 opening of this was really fucking good, and then I watched the side-by-side comparison. Doesn't hold a candle.
Well, it's just that the way they do it with the animation is just like, it's so cool. Like the zoom.
It's live action?
I'm talking about this.
There's one big difference. Like Mufasa has emotion on his face, and the other one he does not. I mean, they went for a realistic approach, so it's fine. But
so, whose ball sack is that on Rafiki's stick?
That is a fair question. It looks like 2 ball sacks, to be specific.
So, okay, as somebody
who loves ball sacks.
I was gonna commit to the bit, and then I didn't. I was gonna say, as a resident expert on ball sacks.
No, Nico, we're not.
No. They look more like rhino than elephant. I'm gonna be honest.
Why do you know what those look like?
Look, Maggie.
Zach, I said that nothing about the original is good because I thought the opening was good, and it doesn't hold a candle.
I like the opening to the new one.
So do I. I think
it's fine.
The new one is like when the mouse happens. That's when you notice, oh, this is what the movie's gonna be.
I am contractually obligated to say nothing negative about 2019 on this call because we're not fucking watching that one. So I will not compare them or.
2019, I agree.
Should we be positive about this one?
Yes.
There's a scene in the Broadway version where Scar tries to bone Nala.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's very true.
it's actually in the deleted scenes of this one too.
That's not true.
Can you
I'm not gonna lie, I believed Robert for about half a second.
The fact that I have bought this movie on different platforms probably 6 times in my life, I can guarantee that is not a deleted scene.
He kind of tries to bone Sarabi.
Sarabi?
Right? That's the character's name.
Yeah, he tries to marry Sarabi in the 2019 version.
Because I guess you're right. It was Nala that he was trying to get with in the. That's right. So there's similar vibes.
Hey, here's that mouse Robert was talking.
Could they just? I just am still mad that they never brought Jeremy.
Notice how that was 3 seconds versus 30 seconds. That's the difference.
They gotta buff that screen time. Anyway, let's move on from that.
Hey,
can you hear this?
No.
Yeah.
Imagine if we could though.
No. Fantastic.
It'd been so funny if he plays again. Can you hear this? Nah.
We're at 5 minutes in, moving on 5:15 right now.
Yep.
Perfect.
I would say get queued up to 6, and we can tell you when we're at 6 or something like that.
Sounds good.
Zazu is easily like one of my favorite
Zazu's
characters, though.
Yeah.
He is a fucking legend.
He is a legend. I like the morning report. Even though
I want to hear your rendition of the morning report during this watch along.
Maybe we'll consider it.
All right, dude, we're about 15 seconds away from 6 minutes.
Awesome.
I'll give you a time up, or I'll give you a countdown from 5 once there.
Okay.
6 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 minutes.
Which means I'm about 5 seconds behind Robert.
Oh, okay.
Vibe.
We're
the vibe.
We're all close to those.
We're good.
We've all seen this movie a million times.
My mood on a daily basis is Zazu's face when Scar scratches the wall. That's my daily mood.
What? I'm sorry, say that again.
My daily mood is the face Zazu makes when Scar is scratching his nails against the wall.
That's fair.
Back
is Scar
I don't know what their parents look like, where Scar came out like darker and with like black hair, where like Mufasa has like bright fur and like a red mane. Like, how does that happen?
Maggie,
Mama was a cheater.
Maggie, you can't ask somebody why they're black.
Yeah.
Mama went to the elephant graveyard.
Well, here's all I'm gonna say. The male lion, not like M-A-L-E. I'm talking M-A-I-L. The male lion. The male lion has a certain look to him.
I was just gonna say there's only 2 male lions in this movie, and there are a lot of lionesses.
Like the male delivery guy.
Nala is either Simba's cousin or his sister.
Maybe both.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
I'm sure this doesn't take place in Alabama.
So do we think?
But do you guys realize why Mufasa was so defensive of the elephant graveyard? Because that's where Scar was.
The action happens.
There are hella Mrs. Mufasas in this movie. I'm just saying. There are a lot of Mrs. Mufasas.
Why are we talking about sex with lions?
I'm very sorry that I brought that up.
He has a blue ass, not blue hair. He's a blue ass.
Yeah. Coach, do you have a blue ass too?
That's for me to know and you to never find out.
Do the carpets match the drapes?
Christ.
I'm gonna throw up.
Gross.
Oh, this movie's so pretty. I was really hoping that they were going to do all the animals on top of each other, like in the giant like pyramid thing for I Just Can't Wait to Be King.
And the musical?
In the live action version, it didn't happen.
It's because it's not possible. Doug wants to know who all of our favorite characters are.
That's a good question.
I'm legally obligated to say Timon.
Timon is mine as well.
All of them?
I'd honestly say Timon's probably my favorite too.
Honestly, me too. Only because I love
Nathan Lane.
I think he's great. Hakuna fucking Matata.
Yeah. Hakuna fucking Matata. Very unlike the real Billy Eichner.
Yeah. Zach says Mufasa.
You find out you're replaceable unless you're James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach Ford liking Mufasa? That's crazy.
I like Simba.
Maggie,
Zach,
you
is
like
that because you're a father?
But I like Simba.
Is that because you like when he starts riffing in the 2019 version?
No, that's like my favorite part of that movie.
Ah, Pumbaa,
My
he's
favorite
riffing.
character is Scar, though, by far.
Yeah,
Scar
That's true.
Well, you love Jeremy Irons, right?
He's the reason he's my Disney profile, like my character on Disney Plus.
Mine's Hannah Montana.
I was about to say
That makes sense.
Mine used to be Troy from High School Musical, and then before that,
That
it was
doesn't make
Yzma.
sense.
Before that, it was Yzma.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't have control over that.
I change it every few.
I must have a lot of fun.
Tim changes it for me every couple months. He puts me from Yzma to Troy to Hannah Montana.
Can we take a second and just like admire the use of depth in the scene? In the animation, it's fucking gorgeous.
You know the best part of this? It's not the freaking morning report.
Thank God. Yeah.
Morning report.
I couldn't even tell you how that goes.
I can't.
This year was the first time that I had seen a version of The Lion King that didn't have the morning report on it.
This year?
I think, well, I might have when I was very little seen a version, but I had for most of my life the DVD version, which comes with the morning report on it.
When they re-released it in 3D, did it have the morning report?
I think so.
Because the last time I saw it in the theater was when it was re-released in 3D, and that was probably, I can't remember if it had the morning report, but we always had. I actually never owned this movie on VHS or DVD or anything. The first version of this movie I had was the Signature Collection Blu-ray.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
We had it on DVD, I think.
Zach Ford's last comment hits so close to home for a 90s kid. What? Homeward Bound. That's what we should have watched.
Malcolm coming in with that. Pumbaa is his favorite.
Pumbaa's a good one. That's a good pick.
Yes.
Timon is a bad answer.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay.
I love this part where Simba's just like, "Hey, Scar, you're a bitch."
Basically, just, "Hey, Scar."
Hey, you better kneel at my knees, dude, because I'm way better than you.
JTT, yeah, you know me.
You might as well have walked up to him and said, "Hey, Scar, will you go kill my dad, please?"
Basically, he walks up to him and just pisses him off. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to be king one day." Yeah, not if I have anything to do with it.
Here's where you talk about the real questions. Does Simba deserve it?
He literally sang a song about he wishes he wants to be king.
I mean,
would only happen if his dad died.
Does Simba ask for it? Is that
Basically, I just can't wait till my dad is dead.
Yeah.
Well, I just can't wait for Mufasa.
Can we
Mufasa retire? Right?
No,
I don't think that's how monarchies work.
It's kind of it's till death,
Or until Simba beats him up.
Scar is the best villain for this reason right here.
Wait, what?
I said Scar is the best villain in Disney for this reason right here. The way he's just like, "Oh, that's an elephant graveyard. Whoops, sorry." Just the way he fucking messes with this kid is fucking great.
He literally murders a father in front of his kid and then sends hyenas to eat him.
Scully, I think you might be right. Simba had it coming. I don't think that's a wrong statement. He only had himself to blame. You should have been there. You should have seen it.
Okay, get out of here with that Chicago bullshit.
Wait, is that Matt Kearns there? What?
Yikes.
Were you referencing me or Koho?
You.
Because I sang from Chicago? It's a good movie.
Just take us off topic to somewhere else.
Oh.
Watch along 2019.
Oof. That was 2018. That was mostly 2018.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, I was in my apartment. Because I had chicken Alfredo every night after the stream.
And like, why is not the lighter?
Me?
But Robbie's like a bad mom, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Simba just walked up and he was like, "Hey, you want to go to the elephant graveyard?" And she was like, "Where are you going?" He was like, "The waterhole."
That's true.
That's called a kid misleading his parents, which happens every day.
And she got Zazu to take care of him. Like, so I don't think Sarabi's being bad.
Oh, okay. I figured I'd throw it out.
He was not, like, he literally just said right in front of her, like,
"You're
that's
betrayed."
the graveyard.
We'll find out when we get there.
You will be.
I know we're not talking too much about the 2019 version, but I just want to say John Oliver was really good in that role.
Yes.
As Zazu. He was really good.
But he's no.
This guy.
That movie is like
Rowan Atkinson. That's Mr. Bean, sir.
Rowan Atkinson is a million times better than Oliver.
That movie is like when your teacher gives you a word count on an essay and you're just struggling to make it like, this was a very, 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 very good day.
That's accurate.
Oh,
Is
look,
this the
color.
What?
An emotion.
I love this song.
Maggie's starting to get.
This song in the Broadway version is really good, actually.
One of my favorites, I would say.
My gosh.
Really? This is like top 3 for you?
From this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't there only like
6? There's like 7 songs.
Yeah.
So top 3 is not hard to grab to.
Is this in your top 5 of Disney songs?
Probably not. It is a great song, though.
Yes.
No.
That's definitely out.
Zazu in this song is pitch perfect.
I think Scully's onto something.
What do you say?
He called his shot.
I mean, you're not wrong. I never thought about it, but you're not wrong.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Give new and fresh perspectives while watching.
To a 20-year-old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zazu is like me all the time.
Why?
I hate children. And they're a lot of work.
That's good to know.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Zazu is not interested in Simba's bullshit.
Well, I love how colorful this scene is.
Right.
Being a parent, it makes me more and more like Zazu every day. Well, you can't do that. Well, you also can't do that. Well, you can't do this. No,
Also,
you cannot be a superhero. Stop.
Is Simba trying to orchestrate Zazu's death here?
I mean, a little bit.
I vote to remove Robert from the call, because if you keep trying to ruin my childhood, I will find you.
You
Simba
know
did
where
nothing wrong, besides be a child.
I
He had
feel
to grow
like
up too
Simba
fast.
has endangered many, many animals right now. Those giraffes are going to need neck surgery.
I fucking love what Zach Ford has here. Just leave the flamingos alone, you little fuck.
That feels too specific to be not real.
What did Doug say? Simba's trying to clean up him. Oh boy. Oh, there you go. There you go. Ooh, they're gonna get it on.
That's also a deleted scene.
So Zach wants me to be more like Mufasa and Zazu to die when my children are young. That makes no sense.
Yikes.
Well, the Corona is available.
Be right back. I'm heading to Walmart.
Do not recommend. But
just stand there and breathe in. Just sit in the middle.
I think Zach Ford has been preparing to become Mufasa his entire life.
I like the hyenas.
Me too.
Like, I like the characters.
They're the best Disney henchman not named Kronk.
Fact.
Here.
Iago?
Not Kronk. Is that what you
Iago?
said?
No, Iago's not
Hyenas
great.
over Iago.
Iago's bad because Jafar's like doesn't fully need him.
Iago's okay.
Iago's good.
Silver
but I don't-
Godfrey can be a little much.
Pain and Panic. I would put Pain and Panic over Hyenas.
No,
well.
no, they're third. I would say third, but I agree with you. They're close.
Yeah, they're great, but I'd put Kronk number one.
They're comedic reliefs. There's just no intimidate. There's no like really great moments.
So, fun fact, I found this out the other day. Whoopi Goldberg's character was supposed to be played by Tommy Chong. It's supposed to be Chi-Chan Chong.
I don't know any of the things that you just said.
That's fair that you wouldn't know what that means. I feel like in this group here, Cody is Scar, and then me and Boatman are like those other two hyenas, and then Koho's just the one that's like, yeah.
It's Koho's
Ed.
Koho's Ed.
I feel like that's fair. And then Nick can be Zazu. Because he's wise.
He's not wise.
I thought my natural rule on here was that I had to be everyone in the movie that had blue hair.
No, I would say that you and Tuig are the two hyenas. Boatman's Zazu and Koho's still Ed.
I agree with that. I don't think I'm cool enough to be one of the hyenas.
You're not.
No.
We're just giving that confirmation. I don't think I'm cool.
I get to be the best character though, because I am more.
After our entire working relationship, me and Boatman was like, I yell at Boatman. Boatman says, "Well, okay, sorry."
I'm still more Timon than anyone else here, and I stand by that.
That's fair.
I don't know.
That you're Timon?
No, I think Maggie is quite Timon as well.
Why?
Because she eats bugs?
That's not what I said.
Don't like anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
As far as dad jokes, I mean, Bowman's up there for Timon's dad jokes.
Oh, I have done nothing but dad jokes my entire hosting career.
Yeah.
Are hyenas not also kitties?
No, they're doggos.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
Zach Ford with the question, can I be a dead elephant?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Yes. This G-rated comedy. And Mufasa comes in and just beats the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Oh, we're gonna get to the most G-rated thing in this movie in a couple scenes.
The Stampede?
Oh yeah. Even before that, the goose stepping. Let me get the goose.
If anybody new is coming in, we are just about to hit 23 minutes in.
We're only 23 minutes. We're already 23 minutes in.
Yeah, the runtime. I mean, it's not a very long runtime.
It's movie
fucking flies, dude. I forget how fast this movie
is. It's like
goes.
an 80-minute movie.
The pacing is so perfect.
True.
I don't know.
And that score.
Fucking Scar's just there the entire time, just looking at them.
He's not really hiding. How did they not see him?
Right. He's just standing there.
The real Mufasa would have murdered those little pups. Jesus.
This is why we need to have a dinner date with Zach. Zach, there have been twice where I've driven to Maggie and Tim's and seen seen Zach Ford in the streets of Madison. That's happened twice.
Lay down in the middle of the streets of Madison.
No, he's been on the sidewalk as I've driven past, and I don't realize it for a block later, and then I'm like, oh my god, that was fucking Zach Ford. That has happened many times.
Can we just talk about for half a second the fucking Zazu just Simba? You're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, except Mufasa.
It's literally the I'm not mad, I'm disappointed talk from Mufasa.
Yeah,
He goes from king to dad so flawlessly, and it's excellent writing.
is, again, like, I know we said we're not going to bring up 2019, but it is very funny how much emotion Mufasa has in this scene compared to the same exact scene with the same exact dialogue in the 2019 version.
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement that you just made.
Yeah.
Deliberately disobeyed me.
Koho, do you know what would make this scene better? Is if at the end, if at the end of it, Mufasa said, "Fine, I'm taking away your Xbox. I don't have an Xbox."
Are you sure?
Sky high.
That's why we don't invite 2019, Team 19 to anything.
It's true.
Fair.
True.
Once again, Hans Zimmer's score is a thing of perfection.
That's why he won the Oscar.
It's wild that this is the only movie he's won an Oscar for.
Well, it's still the best score he's made. Nah. I take it back. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my god. Of course.
I
gotta
chill out whenever I can.
I'm sorry.
Didn't Klaus do a lot for that score too?
I'm sorry. This is still, I think, his best score. But
I agree with Cody. Actually, I think this is his best score.
I think
he has good one. I think he has good ones.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, personally.
His score for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is very good, though.
Shut the fuck up.
It is. It's one of the best parts of that movie. Is that score?
The only good part of that movie.
Yeah, because you want to close your eyes and just look.
Is that why you're trying to look like a
Scully coming in with a hot take.
I think it's top 5, but I think it's probably like number 4 or 5.
What's your number 1, Robert?
Ian McMillan has entered the chat.
I don't adore the movie, but I think the score for Inception is probably his number 1 score in my opinion.
That'd be my number 2.
Yeah. Wow. I think Inception and Interstellar. Again, I don't love those movies. I don't love the movies.
Interstellar has a sucky score, and I stand by that.
I like Interstellar's score.
I think those.
I
two
love
scores,
it for 3 hours. You can't hear any dialogue besides the screaming of the music. Oh, it's terrible.
I do love the score though. But anyway,
we should not do Amazing Spider-Man 2 next time, Zach.
No. Yeah, for Cain and for Stardrew that I saw came in, we are currently at 26:30, about to start Be Prepared.
Which is, hot take, my favorite Lion King song.
It's a great song.
Also, it kind of got shafted in 2019's version, but I don't I don't hate that scene. I don't hate that scene. It's not like an actual song with like Nazis, but like I don't hate that scene.
So like time out for like 30 seconds from that conversation. I love that Scar, this badass lion, shows up and the hyenas literally sit here and just go, Scar, we just thought it was gonna be someone important. Fucking roasted his ass to him.
I mean, is he badass? Like,
the fucking guy kills the king. What's your definition of badass?
I don't condone Scar's actions. I see how we got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
Why does Scar have like fur on his elbows?
I was gonna mention that before. I thought it might be armpit hair, but I
don't think any of the other lions do.
He has elbows?
His elbows got hair coming up.
He has elbow hair.
Oh.
Mufasa does not have that. Is it just because he's like a villain and somehow being extra hairy makes you a villain?
Listen, he's got extra like lion testosterone, more hair.
That's not even his name. You're right. That's just long elbow hair.
Also, it's wild the foresight that Scar's parents had to name him Scar.
Right.
Technically, his name isn't Scar. He has a real name, and he renamed himself Scar after an incident with.
Is that true?
Where do you get that?
Did you get that from the novelization?
Yeah, that's actually in like a Lion King novel.
Oh, it's in the novelization. Okay.
It's the fan fiction that Koho wrote.
Nico's erotic.
Stop.
Jeremy Irons threw out his voice during the singing of this song, and that Jim Cummings, who voices Ed, sang the last third of it.
Jonathan Peck, is that you?
What?
That has literally been a trivia that has been thrown out for years.
I didn't know.
Boatman has murdered me. I need to report a homicide.
What did he say?
Nothing. We will talk about it off. I'll put it in the private chat.
Okie dokie then.
Making false promises.
Scully, that's really
Where
good.
did all these hyenas come from?
Scar's elbow hair is like those leather patches you see on douchebag sweaters. That was from Scully. That's really good.
If you start asking those questions, then you don't trust Disney magic. It doesn't matter where they all came from; they're there.
We are coming up on the 30.
Same reason you enter a forest and you find Beast's castle that no one ever found beforehand. Disney magic.
No, okay, but these hyenas just sort of appeared, like the Sith appear in Rise of Skywalker, and it's bizarre.
Meticulous.
I'm gonna do a time check for people watching. So we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. We're about 5 seconds away from 30 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1.
How does that happen? How does he get down from there?
He jumps.
Just the wind.
Disney
blowing that mane up.
Freaking magic.
I guess.
So clearly he has his children from the second movie. Like, does he have Kovu before this?
That's not canon.
Is Kovu his child? I thought Kovu was picked by him. It's not.
No, Kovu is straight up his son.
I think Maggie's actually right.
I think I'm right, and I will fight you on it.
Okay, well, let me look it up.
He was picked.
I thought Kovu was like his child.
I don't think he had any children.
I'm pretty sure, I can't remember her name because that movie's not canon in my eyes, but she got dicked down by Scar, but I'm not sure.
I don't think that's true.
Scar is a big.
Again, doesn't really matter. That movie's hot garbage, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. That's not surprising, Boatman, based on what we know of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so so Zira is the leader of the Outsiders, Scar's most loyal follower, and the mother of Kovu, but it's not necessary. Like, they're implied to be like lovers, but it's not necessarily Scar's kid.
They're lovers.
Look, lions don't marry.
Lion King 2 feels like bad fan fiction.
Nala are affianced.
Lion King 2 is bad fan fiction.
Okay.
Like, it legitimately just feels
that's
like
the music in that one isn't terrible though.
Okay. Thank you, Ken. I haven't seen the movie in a very long time. I just always thought that he was the kid.
We watched it like less than a year ago.
Cain, come back.
What about Cain?
I want Cain to come back to like being on calls and stuff.
Can you come back?
You can blame it all on Koho.
If he wanted Simba dead too, why did he place him right by a fucking tree to climb up? Says Zach.
Sure.
Clearly, it wasn't as thought out as he thought it would be.
Here is the big heartbreaker to every child around the world in 1994.
That lizard is so big.
So one of my friends from college has lizards and has one that's like the size of like my forearm, and it's ridiculous.
Where does that lizard go? Why does the lizard live?
It probably doesn't, Maggie. Do you want a Lion King 3.5 with the lizard story?
Yeah, I do.
That's fair. That is fair. 100%.
Yeah, the zoom there is classic.
That was. Jeez. I'm sorry for like laughing so loud in your guys' ears. That was really funny.
This score is just.
This is really good. Yeah.
Go left.
Also, these are like. Were these like wildebeest were not at like Simba's ceremony? Wouldn't they know that that's like Mufasa's son?
Yeah, but they're being chased by hyenas. They don't give a fuck.
How come the wildebeest?
They can pick him up.
The wildebeest should get like executed for killing Mufasa.
Killing the king.
Yeah, they literally murdered the king and supposedly his son.
They didn't do it on purpose.
I'm not saying they did it on purpose, but I'm saying like Scar, it would have made sense for him to like blame it all on the wildebeest.
Well, they definitely do eat all of the wildebeest, so
that's honestly real talk. That's like the tragic backstory, like background plot. The fucking wildebeests get used to kill the king and then all eaten for their trouble.
What if this was truly the wildebeest's revenge for being eaten for so long?
They knew exactly what they were doing.
They wanted to rise up.
Yikes.
They wanted to take over Pride Rock. Also, I will comparing to the 2019 version, there is a scene. It's a little bit later in the movie, in the 2019 version, that I did really like when Sarabi is confronting Scar, and that's how like the lionesses figure out that like Scar is a like deceiver. There's like a little bit of dialogue that's sort of like a callback to a part of this scene, or really a part of the scene where Scar kind of like takes over, and that I really liked actually.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Where she's like, "Oh, then how did you make it to the gorge in time?" Like, that callback, I think, is one of the best like additions to the movie.
I don't want to be a stickler for details, but we see the hyenas like at the end of the stampede, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So this stampede should have ended like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. No. This hurts every time.
It does.
The zoom on Simba is just like.
Yeah.
The zoom out, rather.
Depression.
Anxiety. What is it in the second one?
Something disgrace.
Disgrace. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna get another beer.
Me too.
Okay.
See, he says "Long Live the King." I don't think he really meant it.
Yeah. That one wildebeest.
I don't think he meant it. I think he was.
So when you said that, did you mean it or were you joking? I think you were joking. You didn't seem like you really cared that much.
Is that it? Why are we like
Simba could have done some investigation work, saw like the bloody like paws, there was claw diggings. Like, come on, check this shit.
It's rated G, Cody.
Huh?
It's rated G.
Well, we already had goose stepping Nazis. I don't know why we couldn't have blood.
Oh, Zadius has it. Deception.
Yeah.
Disgrace. That's it. Ugh. Not Decepticon. I like Decepticon better.
That's so sad.
Oh,
Should I eat an ice cream sandwich, Zach Ford? Absolutely.
What? Should I eat a second ice cream sandwich? It was? What the fuck? It wasn't with my sandwiches.
See where that dad dies?
All right, Sully. Now you get to play the dead dad, and I get to play Simba. Okay? What the freaking?
Yeah, like this is a very little known fact about the Parker family, but we actually used to have a third sibling.
We played rock, paper, scissors, and the loser had to be Mufasa.
Exactly. We drew straws, and one of them was put in the Wabadonia River.
Mom got really mad when I used to throw my brother off the top of the swing set because he had to be.
I'm gonna give love to Doug's comment. That was good. It took me a second to get there.
Anakin Dies or not Anakin.
So, Zach Ford is killing me tonight.
Wow.
So much emotion on an animal's face. It's crazy.
This will be like the most logged movie like of this community of Letterboxd tonight. Like of everybody watching this same movie.
True.
Scar is such a bitch. Emotionally manipulating Simba. So
the
sad.
king is dead, and you did it. It was you.
It's all your fault.
You.
I will say it's also really smart for Scar to be like, it was all your fault, and then as soon as he runs away, send the hyenas to kill him.
Because if he thinks about it for 2 seconds, he'll be like, "But I was in the gorge because Scar told me."
Or your Scar. Imagine this: your Scar standing next to a distraught, weak little cub. You're not strong as Scar. You know, you didn't get the lion's share of strength, but you could still probably fucking just squish Simba right there.
Yeah, but then then your hands are dirty and you could be implicated. No, but he still has plausible like deniability of like working through other people.
You're right.
I think like the hyenas did that.
When you say his hands are dirty,
investigators are right on it.
Okay, when you say hands are dirty, do you mean like his paws are literally blood soaked? Because you could have just been like, "Oh, I tried to save Mufasa after he got hit by a dozen wolves." To be like, it would not be hard to pass that off.
His paws are literally already bloody.
From stabbing Mufasa.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if Scar was real smart, he would have just killed Simba himself right there.
I'm sorry, that wouldn't.
We need the rest of the film. Yeah.
Well, look, you drive a hard bargain.
What?
What are you oofing?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Are you drunk?
No.
Okay. I like how everything instantly turns green when Scar takes over.
So I saw a post today about how like Disney has this thing where if it's lime green, it's evil.
Like Maleficent.
And it's 100% true. Let me Google it.
First of all,
Shrek.
No, Disney.
It was a joke. Yeah, that'll do it.
And like, there's a picture of like the witch in Enchanted using her magic, and it was green.
Mother Gothel is kind of like Mother Gothel's a little bit green.
Zach is killing it. Best introduction of characters in a Disney movie, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd have to think for a second.
It's up there.
Oh, for sure. Like I don't know. One little slip from Chicken Little is quite the banger.
Jesus Christ. Koho, what are you shoving your mouth full of?
Shit that's gonna make me die one way or the other, but I'd rather die from a piece of candy than from coronavirus. So
what do the two have to do with anything?
We have more cases around us now, so I'm like, all right, well, if I'm gonna die one way, I die from eating shit, I guess.
Why?
Oh my god.
It would be like the flu for you. You would be fine.
Let me use loose justification for why I want to eat junk food, Maggie.
Doesn't blue mean compromised immune system? No.
Does Koho get that?
No, I thought that was gonna hit harder, but it didn't, which is fine. That happens.
I like how there was just like this random jungle, clearly not that far away from.
Oh yeah.
It's like this paradise in the middle of the desert, like.
Right? Like it
So
doesn't take long to get there.
I think we can confirm, especially by how fast Simba gets back to Pride Rock, this half of the movie takes place at least half a mile away.
But they can't see it from Pride Rock.
Yep.
Maybe it's the other direction. It's like behind Pride Rock.
I'm just gonna say this now because I know I'm not gonna be able to later when the song is actually going on. So I'm just gonna say, like what? Brad?
What are you gonna change the name to? Brad?
Just want to get that out there now.
Yikes. I said Simba's a bitch, not Scar.
I thought you said Scar is a bitch.
I mean, they're all bitches, let's be honest.
That's not the review. Sorry, editing that now.
It's okay.
Ooh, Robert watched Uncut Gems.
I did. I've watched a lot of new movies in the last few days. I've watched Rear Window, Apocalypse Now, Vertigo, and Uncut Gems.
You watched Apocalypse Now?
I did. I watched the final cut over the last. You finished it yesterday. And I started it 2 days before that. Oh, it was so good. I loved it. Martin Sheen. I thought Martin Sheen was spectacular in that movie.
He was very good.
Hakuna fucking Matata. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's...
We're all just like, yeah.
It's very catchy.
I wish Maggie would file
What's the matter with you?
Files his Simba's mouth.
It's your solo, Nick.
This reminds me of the scene in Uncut Gems where they go, "This is how I win."
When I was a young warthog.
There you go. Sing it.
Thanks.
Okay, and also the baby warthog in the 2019 version is very cute.
Real cute, yeah. We're talking like 2016 Jungle Book cute.
Oh, he was ashamed. To what, Brad?
Billy Eichner is great.
Yeah.
What are you going to change your name to, Brad?
I prefer the what's in a name.
No, fuckface. That's what you should change your name to.
Yoinks. Maggie's starting to sing. The beer's kicking in, boys.
Stop. This music is just catchy, and I've also heard it a million times.
No, I gotta agree with Zach. Where the fuck is this jungle?
Maggie, do you remember
guns and shit? Like, what the fuck?
Did anyone think this is just the back side of Pride Rock?
Yeah, that's what I said before they
Did you say that?
behind them.
It's like on the other side.
That is good.
I think.
Maggie, do you remember when we were young children? We had MP3 players, and we had the best of Disney CDs that we put on our MP3 players, and we listened to on the way to swimming lessons. And I listened to Hakuna Matata at least 50 times on the way to Cedar Grove.
You guys are such cute little Catholic children.
Yeah.
Listening to your Disney and your MP3 players.
We did, yeah. Sorry, we were listening to Eminem at like 8 years old.
Literally, Pumbaa shoving his face full of grub is me every day.
Nice, Zach. That's fair.
That thing's got eyes. It was looking at him.
And he just, it's gone now.
That's the circle of life.
Jesus Christ.
You're not wrong. There are no bars open anymore, Zach.
So with the way they did the aging thing in the not the 2019 the stage version, is so good. It's so good.
Version too.
I like it too. I like how it goes dark.
That's the classic though, with the moon and
yeah.
I already forgot.
Did Roderick do the singing voice too?
I was about to ask that.
I don't think so. I'll check.
Yeah, you did.
Cody's saying yes.
I think he did.
Roderick literally is in for the producers like on Broadway. He can sing.
Unhappy.
Joseph Williams provided adult Simba's singing voice.
What? There you go.
Rock singer Joseph Williams.
Disney movies and the animated ones.
Is this the only time adult? No, he sings in Can You Feel the Love Tonight.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Yeah.
Also,
yeah, Zach. Maybe he has a family to support, to go home to, and try to pay rent. You ever think about that?
That a lion would
they rent a log
while eating insects.
You don't know, Koho. There might be a log landlord.
For anybody else that's coming in new, if anybody else new is in, we are coming up on the 49-minute mark.
Maybe that's what happens when the grubs can't pay their rent, is they get eaten by Timon and Pumbaa.
That's fair.
It's their eviction notice.
Yeah. You're evicted from life.
What did you say?
His eyes are green too. Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what happens whenever I bring up Bryan Michaels to Cody.
What?
Why did you say that name?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Who?
What?
Who is that?
Whenever I bring up Bryan Michaels, this never would have happened if Bryan was here. What? I'm kidding.
We'll
I'm
see in
kidding.
3 weeks if that's the same tune.
I'm kidding. I'm making.
Zazu's more of an iPod Nano than an iPod Shuffle, but I'll give it to you, Scully. That's a good joke.
An iPod Nano, Jesus.
I was really upset.
Basil?
I remember being very upset that Maggie got an iPod Nano and I didn't get anything.
well, I'm older than you, so suck it.
Yeah, I'm well aware that that was the reason. I just remember being upset about it for some reason because I was a child.
iPhone the same year that I got an iPhone, so that's bullshit.
I feel like there's some unaired grievances here.
Best scene in the movie.
Big balls of gas.
Big balls of gas.
I love this. Do they even do this scene in the new one?
No.
I'm not sure. I don't think
No,
so.
they
replaced
replaced
it with
the
a-
shit rolling.
With the turd getting pushed by the bug.
That's fair. Makes sense. Everything is gas with you.
What was gonna roll me?
Everything is gas with me too, so I get it. No? No? Alright. So my favorite thing ever is we've been getting a lot of like bot comments on Multiplex lately.
I noticed, and it's kind of funny.
This new one is really great. Somebody commented on TV Throwdown, Jacoby Bancroft versus Tim Smith. Cool content. You deserve more subscribers.
Thanks.
Thanks. What's his name? It doesn't even have a name next to it. So thanks, Rando.
There was one on Your List Sucks last week.
Does in the 2019 version
Instead of wind.
instead of the wind.
Yeah, they roll the shit across the floor.
I like the shit guy.
The shit beetle?
The shit beetle.
On Your List Sucks last week, there was a freaking a bot that was like, if you like this content, you should check out the the premiere of this show. Coming to the CW. And I was like, really?
Coming to the CW. Oh my god.
Can we get Multiplex on the CW, please?
Fucking hell.
Where did Boatman go?
Live!
I think he pressed
Aaron
the wrong
Boatman's
tab. He pressed the wrong tab thing, switching back over to his movie.
Boatman, right as the rhino testicles come back, you're missing out on this prime content. There he is.
I
I like
accidentally clicked the close StreamYard button, and I didn't mean to.
What's this time?
I will say I do like the full version of this song in the 2019 version.
Yes, absolutely. Oh God, Pumbaa is riffing.
This is a good song. Same.
Hey, the shit beetle track.
I famously won a challenge on a question relating to the scene.
Did you?
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
It says before Nala attacks Pumbaa or whatever. It was a deep cut for it. It was like, what is Pumbaa's first like line in the scene, and they were going with like "She's gonna eat me," but it's not. It's him singing the song.
Who's asking a question about what a specific first line is?
It's a deep cut from the one. It was a deep cut from just this movie. Like,
she looks so scary.
She's hungry. She wants meat.
You think Simba's into that?
Simba's definitely into it.
Simba's definitely into that. Thank you for not leaving me hanging there. Yeah, the lion is gonna sleep tonight. Damn right.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, we're almost to the sex eye as a scene.
Oof.
Zach, I want it.
Ass.
Oh wait, Zach can actually sing. So this is a fun thing for everybody watching. Zach has a music YouTube channel from when he was younger, called what's it called? I need to find it. It's the Cindy Bears. Everybody go on YouTube and look up the Cindy Bears, Cindy Bears, and it's Zach's music channel. Everybody subscribe to the Cindy Bears.
Do it after your the live stream though.
Yes, or open a new tab. Control T, my guy. The Cindy Bears. That's an old gem.
What's going on here?
He's so small.
I mean,
definitely not just friends.
There's so much sexual.
Well, at that point they are. They don't know anything yet.
yeah, the lions are gonna be the only thing not sleeping tonight.
Fucking
Scully.
Fine sex jokes.
I sort of stole that one off of Scully. I just reworded it.
How awkward do you feel if you just spent like 10 plus years with a person and then when they introduce someone as their best friend?
Yeah, right.
Cindy Bears, what a time to be. What a good channel. Yeah.
So I'm in the process of changing the password for the Multiplex YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Can I change it to Coronavirus 2020?
Well, not anymore.
Damn!
He just told everyone.
It was a joke.
Oh.
Your Majesty.
It's a. No.
Were her eyes blue before? I feel like they were green. It hasn't been 10 years. It's probably been like 2 years.
I don't know what the lifespan of a lion looks like.
The lions grow up pretty quickly.
I was giving it my best guess.
Are you looking it up?
Yes.
Well, Dusty grew up fast.
Well, he's a dog.
He's a lion.
You should grow his mane.
10 to 14 years, lions.
So I mean, they're full grown by the time. Yeah, they're probably like 2 or 3.
Oh, dang. That puts this whole movie in perspective for me.
It hasn't been that long.
That means that Mufasa was like 10.
At the oldest, he was probably more like 5 or 6.
What the fuck?
I thought it was such a long time this whole time.
I thought he was like a large man. Like
He is.
And they don't have a clue. Oh.
this romantic atmosphere.
Yeah.
Timon puts on the worst cock blocking effort in history. That's true.
Could have tried harder.
That's true.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
That's one of my favorite scenes from Lion King 1.5. Is what Timon and Pumbaa do during this scene.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. This song's okay.
I like this song.
Isn't this the one that won best?
This isn't the one I would have picked to win Best Original Song, but I don't hate the song.
What did win? Circle of Life?
This did. No, this did.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight one over Circle of Life and Hakuna Matata.
Oh.
How to make her see.
Cody's just like. Cody, do you just? No, not yet. It's not the sex eyes. No, it's when they roll around.
Oh,
together.
right.
And she looks at him like, "Yeah, baby."
She looks at him with the whole "Your Majesty" eyes. My king. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
The two best men at my wedding did the end part of Timon and Pumbaa when me and my wife walked down the aisle of that our pal is doomed.
That's
great.
Yes.
Great.
That's hilarious.
Here comes the sex eyes. Right here.
Yeah,
roll down the hill. Boom.
They're
sex eyes.
Shut up, Robert.
Sorry. That little lick too.
Shut up.
Oh.
Matt Kearns 2.0.
I'm not getting this off. I'm talking about the movie.
What did Matt Kearns do?
This is
he
like
just talks the entire movie about everything.
That's what a watch along is.
I was going to say, isn't that the point?
No, you're supposed to watch the movie and make some comments. He's literally going about sex happening right now. That's rude.
I didn't bring it up in the first place.
I thought we had to comment to
every
giving moment, which is why I didn't want to do Endgame when people suggested it. I'm like, I can't talk for 3 hours.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I could, but I don't want to. And then those tears. Oh my goodness. I think I've got a good one for the password. Ooh,
it's weird that there's only a half hour of this movie left.
Yeah, shit gets real very quickly.
It's just a short movie, and like Boatman said at the beginning, the pacing is very, very quick, and it like if you take out credits, it's like an 80-minute movie. Like it flies by very quickly.
That's accurate.
Which is a good thing. Like that's the correct runtime. Like you look at the 2019 version, and I do like some of the additions they have, but it didn't need to be an extra half hour.
Yeah.
Like that. That is extra. That is just very much unnecessary.
So low key, I just realized this again. Every time I watch the movie, I forget that Hakuna Matata is a bad thing in the context of this movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's not Hakuna Matata, but that's the thing everyone takes away.
Oh, yeah. The message is balance, not Hakuna Matata all the time. You don't got to be the king all the time. You got to find a balance.
You're right. Two-Egg coming in with the bars.
Damn right. Doesn't matter because virus.
This part's sad.
This part's dope.
He's so sad where he's all like, "You said you'd always be there for me."
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Isn't this where he like falls and the specs say like sex or something?
That happened already.
This was that happened already. This is my favorite scene in the most recent Broadway version that we saw, where he's like seeing Mufasa and himself.
Yeah.
Like the set, the lighting, the music, gorgeous.
Sometimes I look into the water and I see a lion as well. Not as much as Cody with Cody's red mane, but
what did you say?
How when you look into the water, you also see a beautiful red-maned lion.
Sorry.
Yeah, didn't they cut this whole thing from the new one too, where he like hits him in the head and everything?
Yeah, it's all gone, and that sucks.
Like they have a scene similar, but it's not.
It's not the same, man.
It's true. You don't even know who you are. Don't worry, guys. Maggie's washing her hands.
Correction, I know your father.
Oh, it's so sad. Nothing. It's not something we can talk about. Someone's out to get a motherfucker.
Whose end are the sirens on?
Somebody's about to get got.
Yeah, too. That's like a legal requirement on podcasts is that if there's a siren in the background, it's supposed to go sirens are on our end.
Oh, actually.
Apparently, yeah. I have to do it for radio if sirens get in the background of whatever I have to record.
Good.
Wow. So people know that it's like them.
Yeah, so then that way the people don't have to like look around and pull over or whatever.
Because there are songs that have sirens in them that like make like I've listened to the song on the radio 30 times and every time it still happens in the same spot and I'm like, what the fuck? Like that happens a lot. And by a lot I mean at least once a month.
I don't.
They were just at water. They didn't need to come this far.
They had to go to the special water.
Yeah.
Where there's the moon hit perfectly on the water.
Also, change my mind. This is the water of sight from Age of Ultron.
What did you say? This is the what?
The water of sight from Age of Ultron that Thor goes.
Oh, good for you! You know the name of the fucking water from Age of Ultron.
I was just.
Yikes.
Sorry, I had the shot. I had to take it.
Roasted.
Yeah, I do, Koho.
But his hair's not blue, so suck it.
Where did this wind come from?
From his father. From Darth Vader.
It's all spiritual and shit right now, Maggie. You gotta let the air come from wherever.
I know a lot of people don't like this show, but I love The Big Bang Theory. And with my mass depression lately, I've been watching a lot of it. And they had an episode where James Earl Jones was on. And Sheldon is just like...
Oh, we just watched it.
We watched it last night. And so he's like trying to start his own Comic-Con. And he's like, I've got a great person to come to my Comic-Con. And they're like, who? And he goes... No one other than Darth Vader. He was like Darth Vader, Simba's dad, and the guy who says, "This is CNN." A lot like Darth Vader. No, that episode's great. And then he like goes and sees him at a restaurant and is like staring at him, and he's like, "Let me guess, you like Star Wars." It's so fucking good. So next week,
Zach.
Lion King 2, right?
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
Maggie's all pumped.
Oh my, Zach. Why are you making One Republic jokes?
Oh my.
Robert, did you see they're releasing an album?
Yes, I did.
I'm
Sorry.
so excited.
I'm excited. That
was very excited.
I am very excited.
Albert is here.
What?
Whose
Albert
dogs are
is here.
barking?
Albert's great.
Dogs are on my end.
I can do a time code. Yeah. We're going to be coming up on... I'll let you guys know when we're at 1:09:30. We're about 45 seconds from it.
That means there's 20 minutes left.
Hell yeah, there is.
And you know what the best part about this is? As soon as this is over, we're going to host a fandom match.
Are you really?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
I was not aware
Well,
of that.
those two are. I'm just there for staff.
Zach Ford, you're not wrong. One Republic is the only band.
That's not true. I also listen to Walk the Moon. We're 10 seconds away from 109.30. 109.30 in 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Zach, I haven't, to be honest, I have not used that Spotify account in 3 years because I started using my roommate's because he actually pays for it and I don't. So that Spotify account will be inaccurate. In 2017, One Republic was definitely the only band I listened to because that was my angsty first year of college and I needed sad boy tunes, and that was the my album.
Remember in the 2019 version when they took out this like incredible Lion King score piece by Hans Zimmer for Spirit by Beyonce?
And it was much more dramatic.
It was.
And it also lasted for like 7 minutes.
Again,
got elbow hair too. It's just not a different color.
It's not as prominent.
That's true.
Also, another welcome addition to the 2019 version is the Beauty and the Beast reference.
No, it's not.
It's really funny.
Not funnier than Dress and Dragon do the hula.
He does that. Oh, no, he doesn't do that. Never mind. You're right.
I like the Beauty and the Beast reference.
I like it a lot.
I think that's probably Cody's least favorite thing ever.
It's one of my least favorite parts of this movie. Or that
it's
movie.
Like let's walk this line that is so close to the original and just like oh, so stupid.
Maggie and Tim, just so you know, your cam is off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just I'm doing something for the match we're hosting after this, so
that's fine. No worries. I just wanted to make like
I have to move the camera so that
it's fine. I just didn't know if you knew.
See my ugly face.
Callbacks.
To my ugly face?
No, they just did the I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. Again in the movie. So it was like callbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a fixer-upper. So very gray.
Low-key, this next thing that's about to happen is maybe my favorite part of the movie.
The drag thing?
Yeah.
Why are you like?
It's a good scene.
It's one of my favorite jokes in the movie. Just because like of how
and it
like
was completely improvised too.
Was it really?
Yeah. Nathan Lane walked in there and they said he said we need something funny. He goes, "What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?" Like, okay, that's in the movie. So.
Yep.
And now it is in the Broadway as well.
Yep. Woo! At least the Broadway version kept it.
Yeah. The whole ending is just like the score at the end when he's walking up the rock, and it's just all of it. Jesus.
It's my favorite.
Whenever Cody does it, it's just that's why when that scene comes, like that line comes back in the movie, all I can think of now is Cody going Sarabi.
We're not going anywhere. You are half the king of us.
Scar is canceled.
Yep.
Not yet, but soon.
Boatman doesn't say shit for 30 minutes, comes back. Scar is canceled. I think he'd be canceled when he killed someone, Boatman.
Nah,
I think that.
People have gotten away with that before.
Yikes.
Christopher Walken, for one.
Yeah.
What?
Cody just looks so pissed off. He's like, really? Can we go 5? He's like, can we go 5 minutes without talking about Christopher Walken, Boatman?
I just this scene is one of my favorites in movie history.
Zach, if you had been my English teacher, I too would have hated you like your kids in your class. Just 500 words right now about why I like the hula joke. Please, no. You can't assign me homework during a...
I actually feel like Zach is probably a really good teacher.
I'm sure he is, but I would have hated that. Just 500 words now. Well, it would have made me better, but at the same time...
Aren't you a writing major?
Yes, but I...
I'm sorry.
What the fuck, Zach?
What fucking Mufasa? What the fuck?
Exactly.
It's not true. Tell me.
I mean, he's not wrong on the shoulder blades.
Well, they're all skinny because they haven't eaten anything.
Zach, are shoulder blades the first thing you look for in a woman?
And we've gotten to the Robert Sex Talk hour.
That's not about sex at all. That's about trying to find somebody who's compatible that you love and can spend your life with.
I started anorexic lion.
Shut up!
Blades.
No.
Isn't that fucking lightning strike convenient as fuck?
Oh, this part.
It is convenient. You know what else is convenient? The rain later that puts it out.
That's not true, Paul. Well, that I've logged on Letterboxd, yes, but I guarantee that like when I was a kid, I watched this a lot. We had this on DVD that we watched a lot. But yes, I have watched the 2019 version more times than I don't know, maybe not more than Tim, but other than that, more than probably anybody here.
I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, then yeah, I've seen it the most. I've seen it 5.
It's kind of amazing his ab strength to pull himself up.
It's impressive.
The ledge like that.
He lives.
It's over, Scar. I have the high ground.
You're pulling out all these. This is amazing. Have you seen the 2019? That's National Geographic, and they do even 10 times more ridiculous things.
Wow, that's a good joke. It's a good reference.
What?
Paul's comment. That's a very good reference.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you don't need to.
All right.
It's an inappropriate joke.
Fucking Rafiki, the MVP of this movie.
That is true.
You're only saying that because he's blue.
He's got a blue ass.
I'm sorry.
No, Doug, it's pronounced Mufasa.
Nice. Well done. Good. Well done.
I love this.
Koho, what movie is he referencing when he says that?
Mr. Pig is the Mr. Tibbs that's in the heat of the night.
I'm proud of you. Good job. Here's a cookie.
You know I have a sweet tooth problem, so don't give me a cookie.
What? I thought you hated chocolate cake.
Or milkshakes, or...
Listen, I have a problem.
Dessert pizza.
I'm not going to eat anything for 3 days, but then I'm going to get 7 pieces of cake at the dine-in theater.
I only got 1. Calm yourself.
For all you who were hyping up Timon earlier, he's done nothing during this final fight except ride on Pumbaa's back.
Look, did you have to dress and drag and do the hula?
Well, I feel like Pumbaa could have just done that on his own.
That's a sacrifice in and of itself.
You know what? You're right. He probably came up with that tune like with minutes of practice.
No, I think he's had it prepped for years. He was just waiting for the time to drop it. I think he's been waiting for the drag plan. He's been planning it for a very long time.
It's like one day me and Booba are going to be cornered, and here's how I'm going to sell him out.
He was waiting for the perfect opportunity.
When Scar straight up like throws fucking ash right at Simba.
Do you think
You're about to get another Scar, bitch.
Is this 4K?
Yeah.
Look at that southpaw punch, giving Rocky a run for his money.
Who is this Rocky you speak of? I only watch Disney movies.
It's fair.
Which one's more brutal? Tarzan's
that one?
What's that one or this?
Clayton getting hung or
Clayton getting hung 100%.
Or Scar getting eaten alive?
Both of them are also only shown in silhouette, so.
But you see a body like swaying.
Yeah, I think
like.
Oh,
Clayton's is
okay, because lions don't matter. Fair.
All you see is the hyenas jumping on him.
Yeah.
You don't see his like limbs being torn apart.
They haven't been eaten. They haven't had food. He is literally getting eaten alive.
So that's about a half a second frame of the hyenas jumping, and then it panning up all the way, and like the flames overtaking it. I think there's like a significant amount of time spent on Clayton's hung body. That's a little bit more brutal.
I think Scars is a better idea, like a scarier idea of a death.
Yes, I agree.
But I think as far as what is more graphic that we see on screen, Clayton's death.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah. Also, that movie in general was.
Clayton is the worst part of that movie. Clayton is a bad villain.
Tarzan's a great soundtrack, but the movie is. The story of Tarzan's not great.
Yeah. Clayton is an awful villain, and I stand by that.
The scene is so good.
This is that score blaring. Oh, yeah.
So dramatic.
Hans Zimmer did the score for the new one, right?
Yeah, he only added a couple of pieces. Most of it was just recycled.
Remember.
It's like Us with. Never mind.
Oof.
Remember. All these 5 out of 5s for Lion King popping up on my letterboxd.
Sorry, Zach, that we can't afford frames for every poster we want to put up. Sorry, I'm just snapping back at Zach. Not their chat.
That's fair. How long did it take for this friggin' Pride Rock to get all?
Yes, we did.
That's true. The agriculture, the grass grew back, all the animals.
I can definitely see it get hammered and just putting posters.
There's a pattern, but yeah, I can see why you would think that.
Kiara, look, it's her.
It's not her name.
Right, let's pop in number 2.
I gotta go. Have a good night, yes.
All right. Bye. All right.
Good.
That was the movie, guys. We did it.
Is there a post-credit scene?
There's
1994. Those don't exist yet.
Yeah, Fury shows up at the very end and offers Pumbaa a shot in the Avengers.
All right, guys. That was the movie. That was the show. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we won't have movie news for a while, it seems like. Well, that's not true. We might get news soon. But right now, all the news is, what it is. So we're going to try to keep doing different fun stuff on Tuesday nights for you. We might do another watch along. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but probably we'll try to do something different next time. Something crazy. I think they have a let's say
I thought that was really funny.
That's funny. Because I watched the Lion King Walt Disney Signature Collection, Disney Plus wants me to watch the 2019 version. Maybe we could do that and watch Cody literally have an aneurysm on screen. That could be pretty fun. But until then, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching The Lion King with us. We'll see you next week with something. We'll make an announcement later in the week. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching.